is Charisma, and let me get. I'm just gonna reach over here, so I want to make sure you all can hear me. Because I'm kind of fancy. Not really. Somebody had told me that I should get this to make sure people can hear me clearly. So I got it. Actually, I had already gotten one, but then I lost it. So if you are new here, I am Charisma Cares nurse practitioner. Can you hear me? Could you even hear me? I hope so. Uh, I am Charisma Cares nurse practitioner. And today, we're not really going to talk about a bunch of nurse practitioner stuff. We are really just talking about life. I'm in my last week of being here in the States. And whenever I get to that last week, my son's so loud. Whenever I get to that last week, life just gets busy. This past week, I had the opportunity to spend some time in the Yucatan Peninsula. I went to Mexico and completed my residency. I went to Merida, but I actually did it in what's the name of the beach town in the Yucatan? Merida. I went to Progreso to complete my residency in Mexico. I went to Merida for a couple. I went to Progreso for a couple of reasons. One, you don't need an appointment in Progreso; it is walk-in. Two, it's a very small office, and three, you can do it yourself. You don't need to pay anybody. We do need to speak a little Spanish. Um, but for the most part, as long as you have your documents, which I didn't, I just came in there with my passport and my and my temporary residency to switch over in Mexico. And I just let it do what it do. I said, God, if it's meant for me, it'll be. If it's not, it won't. Like life is very simple like that for me. And someone actually it was a guy, a Cuban guy, who had already had residency there. He was getting residency for his wife, and he was bilingual. So he helped me by identifying the documents that were needed. But that was really the only reason I would need to speak Spanish to get temporary residency in Mexico is to get the documents. So if you do enough research and you print out the documents before you leave home and you take them up there, then you're good to go. Because once I had the documents in hand, they looked over the documents. We took some pictures. I did some signatures. I swiped my card, and really that was that. So I will say, I don't know what happens in the other places, but there it is very simple. You do need a copy of the electricity bill. You can get that from an Airbnb person, or if you already have a place in there in Progresso, then you can do that. However, it was a really easy process to do the congé. I could see them charging $100, but I wasn't paying nobody $250. It just wasn't happening. I'm cheap. I'm cheap, and I don't. I have no problem with admitting that I'm cheap. I have no problem whatsoever. Um, so I was not about to pay it. It just wasn't. It wasn't happening. So, with that being said, it is what it is. So, today I'm just working on a few things before I get ready to leave out of the Americas. So, work with me. Let's co work. So, woo-hoo, I'm paying down. I do Snowball. I don't know if you all know that. So, lately I've had some credit card charges. I started a new Airbnb. I have Airbnb in Kenya. I have my Airbnb here. So I've done some new stuff to the Airbnb in Kenya that I had to get. I had to do some upgrades here. I had a tenant that messed up my house, so I paid cash to fix that. So here I have a few bills. And long ago, when I was married, I went to Dave Ramsey and I learned how to do the snowball technique. And whenever I have more than 2 credit card bills, I do the snowball technique. I rarely have more than 2 credit card bills, but right now I have some business expenses. So I'm doing that technique. So I don't know if you all know about the snowball technique. Well, let me tell you, we're going to talk about anything here today, whatever comes to my mind. So if you expected me to be profound and all of that, I don't know. That may happen today, but that may not happen today. Because today we just got to get some stuff done, right? So I'm just walking through it, just because, we just doing things because they need to be done, right? So I guess I could give you an introduction. I'm Charisma Cares. I'm a nurse practitioner. I'm a world traveler. I have 2 kids. I have one wonderful daughter that is in culinary school. She is doing amazing. She has a commercial on YouTube. Woo woo. For her culinary, she is the face of the culinary department in Jersey. And then my son, he has special needs. He travels the world with me. He is loving and living life. He is full of energy. Unless you in a group and he don't know you, then he ain't got nothing to say. What do? I help women heal through naturopathic remedies. What else do I do? I have a background in psych, so I work with mental health as well. What else do I do? Oh, and I also help women that want to move abroad. I don't mind helping men too. So I help people that want to live abroad, especially if you have children or people with special needs or disabilities. And I do some coaching for people that want to invest, want to arbitrage, syndications. Um, Airbnbs, things of that nature. I do Airbnb, but I do midterm corporate rentals. That's my bread and butter. So I do a lot of stuff, I guess. Whatever. I mean, it's important, but whatever. I forgot to go live on Instagram. I think it'll go live now. It is what it is. So, like I was telling you, so Dave Ramsey and Snowball. Let me see. Let me tell you more about the Dave Ramsey Snowball. So, this is something that I did years ago. I thought I was on live on Facebook too, but I don't know what happened. I'm on live on a different channel on Facebook, not on my primary channel, which is what I thought. Oh, goodness. Anyway, so I don't know if you can add. Can you add it on? I don't know. I should really learn more about these things, y'all. I just be out here living life. Oh, okay. Apparently, you can just add it on. Okay, so I want to tell y'all about a Dave Ramsey Snowball. So back when I was married, like over a decade ago, y'all, my ex-husband, I had my bills that I brought in. I had like maybe a credit card or two from college. And then he had his bills. And we did this Dave Ramsey Financial Peace University because, a lot of times relationships end over finances. So it was important to me that we do this. Relationships still ended. Finances had something to do with it. Cheating had something to do with it. And I was young, y'all. I shouldn't have been married, but that's a whole different story. We're not getting into that today. Anyway, so Dave Ramsey has this thing called the snowball. And what it is you look at all of your payable bills. Some people will include student loans. Some people will include mortgages. Some people include car notes. He says you're supposed to include everything. I don't include student loans and I don't include house payments because those take forever to pay off. So I do something a little different with that. I do, instead of 12 payments, I do a 13th payment. However, you can put that on there, your house, you can put your car notes, you can put all of that on there. And what you're putting on there is you're making a list. And on that list, you're going to write down each and every bill you have and the total amount and the minimum payment, right? So that's what you'll do for the snowball. So you write all of that down. And again, it's the total amount due, the minimum payment due, and then I also write the due date so I have an idea when each of them are due. So what you do is you start with you can do it two ways. You could start with the one with the lowest payment, or you could start with the one with the highest interest. I start with the one with the lowest payment because I like to cross things out and see that I'm making progress. So for that reason, that's why I start with that one. And then what you do is, let's say the one with the lowest payment, or the lowest amount that you pay monthly. So let's say the one with the lowest payment is $500 and it's $50 monthly. You pay the $50 a month, and then you pay the minimum amount on all the other bills. So 50 a month on that one, 100 a month on the next one, 200 a month on the next one. That's how you do it. So you pay the minimum amount on everything. Whenever you get extra money, you throw it at the one with the smallest balance first. So say you did some Uber, you had an extra $200. You're going to put it on that smallest balance first. Say you do, I don't know, you get some extra money, you throw it on that one first. So once that one is paid off, the next one, let's say that one, the monthly payment is $150. You pay the $150 plus the $100 you were paying from the previous bill. So in essence, you're now paying $250 to this bill. Again, you throw extra money at it and you pay that off. So you're now paying $250 to that one. Then once that one's paid off, you go to the next one. And this is the way that it's done. So what happens is you'll start to mark off those cards or those bills with the smallest payments first. And then as you add that amount to the next one and the next one, that third or fourth payment you have, you may now be paying $600 a month on it. So you'll see how you're still paying the same amount monthly, but you're adding it on, so you're able to get rid of these balances quicker. And I haven't had a balance I haven't had multiple balances since I did this years ago. But now that I do, and I have some business stuff and, a lot of different things going on, I'm not a big person that likes to keep debt, especially when you're an expat. I think it's very good to pay off all of your debt before you leave the States. That way you don't have it hanging over your head. So that's something that I do, is the Dave Ramsey snowball. And I will say it works. When I was married, we ended up paying off all our credit card bills, all our extra, just random bills. And then we actually paid off his truck. And then we were almost done paying off my SUV as well. And then if you want to take it a step further, we used to have the little envelopes where you have a certain amount of money you spend a week, and once you spend that money, it's gone. But that goes really deep into the Dave Ramsey. It's called Financial Peace. I haven't looked at it in over a decade. I still do it the way that I was taught to do it initially. So I'm not sure if anyone else has done Dave Ramsey, or I'm sure there's other ways to do this, but that's just what I do when I'm paying off bills, when I feel like, oh, I got too many bills. I don't like having all these bills. So that's the way that I do it. So that's kind of what I'm doing today. I'm going through the bills. I'm almost done with the first credit card, so I'll pay that one off, and then I'll go to the next one. And like I said, I choose to pay it by the cards with the lowest balance first just because I like to see them marked away. But you can always do the ones with the lowest minimum payment first. So, maybe you got one where the minimum payment is $35. So you choose to do that one first. So for me, but I need to mark stuff off. So actually, I paid off the first one, which wasn't a lot. It was for Home Depot. Again, some updates to one of my properties. And whenever you're in real estate, you're going to have these updates that need to be done to your properties. It's not a set it and forget it. You want to make sure that you are constantly doing these updates so that your properties, people want to go to them. Like for my property in Atlanta, I've been wrecking my brain a little bit, trying to decide what can I put in this property that would make people look at the pictures and say, "Oh, I want to choose this place over that place." With mine's being corporate, I get a lot of I get corporate, I get a lot of construction workers, and I get a lot of families. So I want to make sure that I have something where where people stop and say, okay, if I'm choosing between these two, why do I choose this one over that one? So that's what I'm looking in right now. What is it that I want to do next? So worked on that. I suggest if you have some debt, even if it's small debt, I definitely recommend the debt snowball. It has really helped me and get me out of a lot of debt. I don't think I would have been able to move abroad with credit cards. So I just look at credit cards differently than some people. You use them when you need them for emergencies and then you pay them off. They're not meant to keep forever. So then the other thing is, I have such a busy schedule this week, being the last. Hold on. Hold on. I'm texting my daughter right now. Work on your debt snowball. I told y'all we're gonna be co-working today. So that's what I'm working on with that. Then I'm working on my calendar. It's the last day that I'm here in, not last day, last week that I'm here in Atlanta. So, of course, there's a lot of things to do. I don't know. Do y'all still do like a paper calendar? I have to have a planner. Now, I don't always use it. Most of the time, I don't use it. But sometimes when things get hectic, I need to use it. Again, I have one of those brains where I need to cross things out and check them off. So that's why I do that. But y'all, I still literally have a whole color coded um, Google Calendar. So it's not like I don't have that. Um, yeah, I'm just co-working. I may drop some gems. I may not. That's just life right now. So I am just looking through my calendar this week. I have to do like a CPR class. I'm doing some meetups. Oh, the perimenopause challenge starts tomorrow night. So if anybody is interested in that, this is the last chance to jump in there. And if anyone has issues with their hormones, oh, this edge gel gets on my nerves. If anyone has issues with their hormones, endometriosis, PCOS, things like that, this will also be helpful for you. It starts at $37, so it's not expensive at all. Then I have a dentist appointment. I have brunch with some friends. I have a call with a client, some last minute doctor's appointments. Why did I not realize I had this call on here? Okay. Well, I didn't know that. I'm glad I looked at my schedule. Yeah, some last minute things there. Alrighty. Well, let's see. Let's delete that. So let me know if you're on. What are you working on? I'm curious to know. And if you just have any random questions for me, you can ask me that too. I don't mind. Um, I'm just looking at some different things that's going on. Hmm. I need to get a new software for. I feel like I need to get a new antivirus software. What do y'all use for your antivirus? Um, I don't know. Yeah, I'm curious. What do y'all use for your antivirus? I did go and take back my stuff from Amazon today. You know, I gotta return that. And I took back a bunch of stuff from Shein. I was not impressed with Shein's clothing. And it may be because I don't do an order but once a year. But I just feel like their clothing, the quality has gone down even more. Like things look amazing online. And then when you get them, they're not quite as amazing at all. That's annoying. It's very annoying. Let's see, what else do I need to do? I worked on some paperwork. Let's see. If you have any questions for me, you can throw them in the chat. I don't know if I can see them though. Hey, girl. Hey. Did you, Laddie, Lavi, April? Y'all, I'm not talking about nothing. We are just gonna get some stuff done because if we don't get it done, then we never get it done. And then we looking around and we like, girl, why I ain't get this stuff done? So what I'm trying to do today is get some stuff done. That's what we're gonna do. This is our co-working time. Hold on, let me grab something. Uh, so y'all, it was my birthday over the weekend, and Cam made me this wonderful gift. He was so excited to give it to me, y'all. He been trying to give it to me for a minute now, but so that's pretty cool. Oh, let's see. Let's turn this on. Let's turn on this computer. I don't know how you turn this on. There we go. So, yeah, Cam made this wonderful gift for me. Oh, so for those of you that live abroad, like when you're on your last days, what do you do? Do you end up doing a bunch of stuff like me, or is that just a me thing that does a bunch of stuff? Cause right now I'm about to set up this computer. I got to set up a laptop for Cam before, not a laptop. I got to set up a device for Cam before we leave. I want to make sure it's working right. Let's see, find this password. Y'all are supposed to be co-working. So y'all are supposed to have stuff that y'all are doing too. Just a reminder, because we got stuff we need to get done that we have not done. I know I did, but I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna get it done within these next 30 minutes. I'm gonna be done with everything I was supposed to get done. And y'all gonna be like, Charisma, you done? And I'm gonna be like, yes, I am. Uh, I'll be like, you should be done too, because we sat here and we said we was getting this taken care of. So we got some time for you to grab your stuff and start working on it. Let's see. Okay, I need to get this set up. I think this will be pretty good for me. Let me see. Y'all are so quiet. On YouTube, you're quiet. Okay, just checking. So I have this tablet that I want to see if I can get set up. I have one for me and one for Cam. So I would need to get logged in. And man, y'all, I got BT Plus. And when I was in Mexico, I wasn't able to use it. And I wasn't very happy about that because I wanted to use it. And I'm trying to figure out How do I use BT Plus when I go back to Africa? Because if I can't, I'm about to cancel my little $5 subscription because that's all I pay is $5. But I feel some kind of way about the fact that I was not able to use my BT Plus. Okay, so I'm gonna get logged into this computer. I do need to send a text message though. My property manager went to do something for me and she did not send me a bill. So y'all, I've been managing my property for I guess 5 years now. No, maybe 6 or 7 years. Y'all, do you know that I've never had a property manager? Mm-mm. I've always managed it myself. This is the first year that I was like, I needed one after the lady caused issues in the house and I wasn't here. I was in Kenya. But yeah, I've never felt like I needed a property manager. I did have my sister working for me. So if I needed something, I would just pay her to do it. But since I don't have a lot that goes on, I never thought I needed a property manager. And to be honest with you, I don't think most people need a property manager, especially if you're on site. But I just think that you need someone if something goes down, someone that can take care of it for you. Hmm. Guess I'm gonna go in and remove my device from some of these things. Hmm. So got that set up. I hope y'all are doing something. Um, let's see. I need to add some of my other accounts here. I hope some of y'all are planning on joining me for the perimenopause challenge. Mm, everybody I talked to got frozen shoulder and everything else, and ain't nobody trying to join me at the challenge. I'm like, I need y'all to do better. All of us miss running around here with shoulder problems and not trying what we need to do. Let's see. I don't know if that's the one I want. So many accounts. Yeah, I need an assistant. So I tried to hire an assistant. He was in Kenya, and Lord and behold, he could not read English. I don't know if he could read Swahili, but he could not read English. And I just kind of wonder, how do you think you're going to take a job if you can't, as an assistant of all things, if you can't read the language? Like, I, I mean, how, how long did you think you would be able to keep that up? I mean, I'm just saying, how long did you think that facade would be able to go on? Like people never cease to amaze me. People are hilarious. I'm just like, did you think I wouldn't notice? I mean, I just, I don't know, y'all. People never cease to amaze me. I feel like I'm no longer shocked about anything because I just really didn't understand how you was gonna be, how you were going to be my assistant and you can't read and write in English. Now, I understood if you couldn't read and write in my tongue because, you got to pick up my, the way my kind of like my vibe, I guess. But I really expected you to be able to read and write in English. So that was wild. That was wild, I swear. Cause I was not ready to find that out. Like I'm like, well, I guess if you need a job, you need a job, right? And you just gonna do that job as long as you can. I don't know. Unfortunately, that didn't work out. That lasted maybe a week. Because I did notice early on, and I said, well, maybe he can help me with some things for now. Hey, if you just joining, we're just doing some co-working, so I'm just rambling while I'm working on some things right now. I'm working on this computer here, getting it set up. Um, but yeah, it was I just found it so hard to believe that you would accept a position knowing that you couldn't read and write in English. So I don't know. I don't know. Ay, ay, ay. Let's see. So, hmm, I'm going to need to download some apps here. I need to get WhatsApp on here. Because, abroad we use WhatsApp. Only in America do we just use text messages. Everywhere I've lived abroad, everybody else uses WhatsApp. So, I mean, I don't know. It sounds like some foreign thing to us, and everybody else is like, well, what do y'all use? So they keep their cell phone bills low, and then WhatsApp is free. So, and a lot of times they don't pay the data on WhatsApp. Uh, yeah, they don't pay the data to use WhatsApp. Even when their data is gone, they still are able to use WhatsApp. So cell phone bill here is expensive. Cell phone bill abroad is extra cheap. Let me try this again. I always gotta sign in and stuff. Like I'm just feeling like y'all just be requesting so much from me, cause I feel like the person stealing my information probably knows my information better than me. Mm-hmm. Sign in. Whenever you sign in, they want you to say you signed in. Yes, it's me. Mhm. So, y'all, I'm not sure how much longer I'll be living in Kenya, but it's so interesting because once I don't live there anymore, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with my Airbnb. I'll probably just sell it to somebody. I don't know if it's worth me keeping it up. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. I don't know how to do this. All these sign ins and security keys. I don't know. So we just gonna cancel that. I normally do my co-working on YouTube only, but I was like, oh, what the hell? Why not? Oh, God, there's a password for everything. I'm tired of all these passwords. I think all I was trying to do was download an app. I wasn't even trying to do all of this. So, since yesterday was Labor Day, dinner today will be Labor Day food, barbecue. Like, really, of course. I mean, what else will we have for Labor Day? What else will we have for the rest of the week except for leftovers? Oh, what else do I have to do? I think I'm about done, y'all. I've been working on stuff for the last couple of hours. Oh, I need to set up Cam's tablet. Cam has a new tablet, so I need to set that up. Then I'll be done. Yeah, then I'll be done. I hope you'll be done with what you're doing. It's getting late, and I'm ready for a nap. Even though it's like I really shouldn't be going to sleep. Um, I be needing a nap. And the thing is, I feel like just like when children are little, they need a nap. When children are teenagers, they need a nap. I think the only people that don't need a nap are people in their 20s and 30s. I think after like 38, everybody deserves a nap because we tired. So I have no problem. Somebody was like, "You're like a kid. You always need a nap. It's not nighttime." Yes, I am. I do need a nap. Yes, I do. And I enjoy my naps. And I am happy to be in a place in my life where I get to take naps. Not everybody else is fortunate enough to take a nap. So kudos to me. Uh, if you think I'm about to be upset because you said I take naps, not me. I am quite happy that I'm able to take a nap. Oh yeah, I'm tired. I just need to get ready to feed my kid, and then I could take a nap. Mm-hmm. I'm not a fan of this one. Let's see. I have a I actually hired my social media person from it's a girl in Kenya. So she does pretty well. There are a few things we're still tweaking, but I guess for the most part, she does pretty well. I think I'm about done. Are you all about done? What are you doing now? Did you actually get things done? I want to know. Did you actually get stuff done? Or are y'all just on here with me? Because I feel like y'all should have got something done. We've been on here for like 30 minutes. So Hmm. Let's see. Let me set up this for Cam. Let's see. Doo-doo-doo. Okay. Well, I'm about done. I hope you all are about done with whatever you needed to do. So, thank you for taking time um, to co work with me. Mm, I mean, I don't mind doing it. So thank you all. I think we've been on here for about 40 minutes. I am about done with everything I needed to do. And I guess I should feed my kid and all. So I will talk to y'all later. Um, let's see. I'll throw in my link tree if you want to do a call or join the I think that's it. I don't know. If you want to do a call or you want to sign up for something, I'm trying to remember what my link tree is. You can do so there. So that's my link tree. And yeah, so oops, I wanted to show it. Yeah, there's my link tree. So if you want to set something up, you can do so there. Apparently, I'm supposed to feed the boy. That's what I'm supposed to do as a parent. So I'm going to do that. And I hope you all have a good evening. And I will talk to y'all later. Actually, no. I normally do a live on Thursdays. I won't be doing the live on Thursdays. That live will be going to Saturdays. And that will start once I get settled in Kenya. So I'll let you all